Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going to work on a painting. Figured I'd do a background. A lot of you love learning about backgrounds and doing backgrounds. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. Except I'm not going to use paper. I'm going to use paint and stamps. So let's get going. So I want to make the background a lighter color. And I'm really digging like yellows and pinks and greens. So I think I'm going to use a light green. If you can see, it's like a yellow green. I'm trying to find the name. Granny Smith. And Granny Smith. Granny Smith. All right. Could be dried out. I don't know. It's old. Oh, nope. It's just stuck. Aren't we all stuck sometimes? All right. So I'm just going to zoom and paint. I'm going to leave my brush dry. And now I'm going for it. I don't exactly know what my subject's going to be or what I'm going to do on it, but isn't that the fun part? I'm going to add a little bit of water to my brush just because this is the background color and it'll help it spread out a little bit more so I don't have to put out any more because who wants to keep putting out all the paint? All right, hold on to that. Trying to get them ends, those edges in. Doesn't have to be spot on. Okay. That's good. And I'm going to dry it real quick with my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use a hair dryer. You can find your hair dryers at your thrift stores. So many of them have them. But they work just as good, if not better, because this is very concentrated, very hot heat, as heat would be. See, I can see a little white going right there. Hoping I can. I'm dry already, so let me get that going. But yeah, you can definitely use that, or just leave it sit for 5 minutes while you get all your stuff ready, and you'll be good to go. So I want to do a border of flowers, some sort of flowers. Now I have these, and they are supposed to be like cherry blossoms, but I don't know how they're going to print. So I'm going to grab a small piece of paper. I'm going to move this for a second. And I advise this when you guys are, painting or doing anything. If you find product, things that you have that you weren't sure what they did, because I haven't used this one for a while. I'm just going to take some of my ink and I'm going to pat it on here because I want to see what kind of design this has. If it's real clear cut, if it's not. So I have an idea in my head and I don't necessarily want to lose it. So all I'm going to do is leave that down and just give it a push. Push it real good. All right. And then, oh, look how cute that is. Then you can go coloring them in. I'll leave that for later. That's a little coloring book for me, but I'm not going to use that on my painting because I don't want to color in anything. All right. Well, let me see. Let's put you back. Let's spill everything on the floor because why not? All right. And I got it. All right. So I'm sticking with the other ones. I'm going to do this one, and I'm using my ink pad. I got my SKYPE on. I've got a couple colors. You can use whatever ink pads you have. I'm kind of going for the permanent, like the SKYPE on, the archival from Ranger. What else is there? Memories. And I'm going to just set it on here because I'm too lazy to go find my thingamabob. And I'm going to take Blazing Red in my ink pad. Now, if you don't have ink pads, use your paint. And I will show you that. in a video, in a quickie, after this is done. This I'm gonna just, see, now that didn't go off good. No, see, that's not a good, I like that, and I'm gonna continue that actually. But what it's doing is, the way it's stamping, because I put it on the, has a little like edge there. So I'm not gonna hate on it, I'm just gonna add it as a little bit of extra interest, but let's put it on here. And then go in for the stamping. And you get it much better. I like to do it half on, half off. Have fun. I don't care that it's like that because I'm going to have a bunch of them. I think that's all I'm going to do on this one now. But what I'm going to do is, this is my paper that I was doing yesterday, but it's going to be my stamp off today. Yep. Because I can throw that into mixed media. And then I'm going to put another stamp on. It's just a bunch of flowers. And let's do some purple. I'm going to set this aside. Purple, purple, let's do some purple, yeah. All right, get that on there so it's on there good. And I'm gonna, some people like to do this. Some people like to do that. Some people like to do this like this. And you can do it whatever way your little heart desires because I don't care. It's yours. And I'm just gonna go for it and push it down. All kinds of different angles. And this isn't a very bright purple. I don't care. I'm just wanting some of the flowers creeping in. Creep, creep, creep. Yeah. I'll put this away. And then I have some pink distress ink. I really don't want to use distress ink, but I'm going to set it here because I might want to add the colors. I'm not sure. I want to stamp in here, so I need to find a stamp that will fit in there when I stamp it. Will this fit in there? That might fit in there real nice. Let's go for it, shall we? Let's put it on camera. That might be good. Let's do pink. This is Worn Lipstick in Distress Ink, which is not permanent. The rest of these are permanent when they dry. This is not. I'm hoping that I don't regret this later, but you never know with me. And I'm stamping in the middle. See, it's not as bright, but I can outline it. I don't know if I want to use this. I don't like it too much, but go with it, Cal. There. I can always outline it if I want. Why am I keep squishing back that way and pulling it towards me? All right. So I have that. Now, thoughts, Cal? Thoughts, 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 thoughts. Here's my thought. I want to put something in the middle. I don't know. Wasn't gonna do a girl. I was gonna do a girl. I was gonna do a quote. I think I'm just gonna draw and go for it. What I'm gonna do is hit this with a heat gun. Now, these, once I hit these and they dry, they're gonna be permanent, all except these little pink roses in the middle. So I don't know what they're gonna do or how they're gonna react, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I can just go with the flow. The flow of the ink. Get it? Okay. All right. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to go in and do a little odd girl, I think. I am in love with these odd girls and odd animals. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I got these sent to me from Rita Marie, and I've been having them sitting here. And what it is bunting flags. But I'm not going to use it as a blunt. I'm not going to use it as a blunt. I wish I had a blunt. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to cut these. I'm going to just cut the end one off because I really dig all of them. That way I can save those. And I'm going to cut these. These are adorable. I don't know how she made these. If you're watching this, Rita Marie, do you have a video on how you made these? These are adorable. I love them. They've been sitting here next to me. Call them my name. Alright, I'm just going to take that little bit of white off. Alright. So So I'm going to use that as a kind of a hat, but I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit more right here. Yeah. It's going to be my hat. And then I'm going to draw my little girl head, but I'm going to make my hat sideways on my little girl. Follow me, follow me. I'm digging the green doing the odd girls, but I think maybe I'll just go plain and then go from there. Okay, here's hoping. I'm going to take my little brush and I'm just going to, because I want to know like how big to make my little girl's face. I don't want to get that ruined. Yeah, how to make her head. Sometimes, that's why I tell you guys, start with a background and then worry about what you're putting on it, because sometimes you'll be surprised. I could have put a bird in here. I was planning on a quote, but now I changed my mind. So, I mean, you guys can, you know, just start with a background. As easy as just stamping like I did, because I'm a stamping fool. All right, and that's her little head. Maybe if I turn this off, you'll be able to see it, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give her a little neck. And then I'm just going to do an outline of the same thing. I'm going to give her little arms like this. And then her little dress. And I'm just going with it because of I already have the skin color out. And I might as well map out kind of what I want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay. Pull that. I can make this out a little bit more. She's just going to be a little girl. And then the arms. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay. That's all. Now I can see I didn't hit this one down here with my heat gun long enough. It's still a little wet, but it's going to smear a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Because why not? All right. And then she needs her little legs. Just going to do little legs. No big deal. And I'm going to go with maybe I'm going to play with gray. I don't know what we're going to get, but let's just play. Why not? I'm going to kind of blend that in. And let the inside be a little lighter. I'm not worried about being spot on with the, how, you know, if it's everything's perfectly even, I'm not really caring. I'm just going to run this through her arms. Then I can go in with a little more of my, and I don't want it to be so like not transparent. I don't want it to be so opaque that you can't see. You know, I don't care that it's a little muddled looking, because that's kind of what I'm going for. We're not doing anything spectacular. We're making a little odd girl. And I'm just going to blend this a little bit more. Okay. Now, let's do the eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm going to rinse this off for a second. So I don't have, I want it to be as dark as the gray will go. So I just want to put that in a little bit. I'm going to use the side of my brush as my pencil, so to say. And I'm going to kind of go in and make eyes. And some eyeballs. You can see they're off, like they're off. They're not even like perfectly on point. They're not even. That's okay. We'll go like that. And then I'm gonna make her nose lower. Just like that. And take it up. Like that. And then let's do the lips. It might be hard for you guys to see because it is a light color. And I'll outline them and we'll get them all going. Yeah. Outline the neck. The head a little bit. And then we need some eyebrows, so I'm just giving them straight across. Yeah. And see, we have our little face. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, if you want to add a little bit of shading in, wet your brush just a little bit, but you don't want it to be too wet on there. And then you can kind of go in and shade a little bit if you want. We know that the up here it's going to be a little darker. Maybe I should put a little more on here. It's going to be a little darker up here because that's where her hair is going to go. And of course, down the nose. And then down the nose. And I'm going to outline everything with black on her face, so don't even, you know, you can do it as well. Oh, that's what I'm doing. And if you want to clean it up a little bit, wet your brush, dry your brush, but not all the way dry. All right. I'll just take it and clean it up a little bit. Now you can see the gray's not dry on my canvas yet. So I lifted some of that green up, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's going to kind of go in and clean that up a little bit. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to dry it, and then we're going to do the hair. Okay. I don't even know how well you guys can see this. I should have shut the blinds before. Okay, so now the hair. What color do we want to do the hair? Brown matter. What else do I have here? Burgundy. How about burgundy? Let's just go for it. I'm going to use that same paintbrush. I'm going to dry it off though. Clean it and dry it off. going in. And I'm just gonna give her some hair. And I'm just kind of scribbling it. I'm not gonna worry too much about it because I want to put some white in there as well. For a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna go like this for the eyebrows. Yeah. Got some eyebrows. A little bit more here. Pulling on the edge. And okay. So now I'm going to grab some white. What color are you? This is pearl. I'm going to add some pearl in there. Light pearl. Because why not? I'm just going to dip my brush in there. Clean a little bit of it off. And I'm going to go in and just run it through. And if you see a little bit of the back canvas, don't worry about it because, I mean, when you're standing, your hair, you know, you can see through hair sometimes. Not through the hair itself, but if there's, you know, the wind blows or you have gaps or don't we all have little gaps? But this will just soften it a little bit. I'm going to soften around the face. Okay. Oh, I like her little hair. I like it. Now figure I'm going to put this on. It's going to be her little party hat. I'm going to put that up there so I don't get it yucky. Now I'm just going to blend these together a little bit more. And I can always go back and add more dark through it. Which who knows, maybe I will. Okay. That's what I'm doing for that. You know what? Before I clean my brush, I'm going to dip this brush just in a little bit more of that paint, just the tip. And I'm going to kind of go like this. So you can kind of see individual. Yeah, through it. Sweet. Okay, put that in there for a second. And move this and move that and move this. Okay. Dry her hair. Otherwise, I end up sticking my hand in it on my arm. Oh, by the way, somebody asked me about, because I guess because I paint on here and I was showing paintings the other day and I lifted it up and I guess on the back there was a lot of paint, which happens. I mean, you know, what I do when I sell them and all, and what I do is, and I'll do a video on it if you guys want, but what I do is I put a piece of scrapbook paper or some sort of paper on the back so it's clear, like so it's clean looking when I'm done, because I am messy because I love to get into what I'm doing. So that's what I do for that, which is very easy to do. And if you don't have specialty paper, just use printer paper or paint it all black. You know what I mean? So you can do that as well. All right, so now we have that. Let's work on the eyes. What color eyes do I want her to have? Huh. Let's do blue because we're working with the gray. Let's do a little blue. And this is just what color? What color are you? Cool blue. Who knew? Who knew cool blue was cool? Who knew? All right. Take my little brush and dip it in. I'm going to make a little pupil. Okay. Nothing major. Then I'm going to add some white around it. White. Regular white, not pearlized white. Now, what am I going to do with the dress area? Maybe I will put more of that dress mesh that I bought. I don't know. I am going to mix a little bit of this gray up just for that middle part of her nose. The tiniest bit. To give her a little bit. And what I'm going to do is mix in a little bit of white with that. Yeah, just for some highlight. And then the lips. I'm going to go straight up red again because I love red. Let's see, I'm going to tap it in. With her lips, but I need the teeniest brush. Do I have one? Let's see if this will not. Let's see if this will work. Yeah. Just giving her a little bit of lips. Now I can see I went a little low on that one edge. So what I'm going to do is rinse my brush off. I'm going to dry my brush. And then I'm going to go in and see if I can't lift that up. I don't want it too wet though. And if worst comes to worst, we'll just paint more of the face color to clean it up. But I think I got it. Remember to keep going back and drying your brush so you get that off. Yeah, much better. Okay, now the dress. Oh, you know what I want to do a little bit of? I think I'm gonna put a little bit of red in her face, in her cheeks. Like I said, she's an odd girl. She got odd coloring, odd stuff. She's just odd. Who cares? She's a little odd. So I'm gonna like give her some. Cheeks, some little bit of round cheeks, nothing major. And if it's too dark for you, just rinse your brush and dry it and go back and take a little bit of it off. Add a little bit of white. That'll work. Which maybe I think I will do. So it's a little pinker, you know? A little pinker. I'm just going to tap it in. Yeah, that's the way I want it. Now I'm going to figure out the dress. I am in love with this stuff. And I think the green's going to go good. I'm going to do it over to the side like I did last time. Take my scissors and cut. And I'm going to cut it again up here. Come on. Okay, got that. On my chair. Yeah, that's good. So if I glue it on like that, all I have to do is take a little bit off of this part. Yep, I'm going to take it up just a little bit more here. And a little bit more here. Yep, just gonna do that arm right here. Just it trims like so good. And let me tell you, I'm gonna give you a little tip because I'm all about the tips. All right, that's all I want for her. I don't want anything too spectacular. These things, right? You see all these, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw these away. No, I'm gonna do something with them. I'm gonna show you guys how we can make our own little modeling paste with a couple ideas, a couple things. And if you don't have these little scraps, you can use beads or all kinds of stuff. And that'll be a video coming up because I don't like wasting anything. All right, so I'm going to take some of my decoupage, of course. Take that off if my hands let me. I'm going to get my brush. I'm going to draw my brush. Going to take some glue. Going to put glue down on you. I didn't clean my brush out good, but that's all right. That's okay. We're going to glue it anyway. Okay. Make sure I drew my the winners for the pencils. Make sure you go check that out. And congratulate the winners. Pick 3 winners and keep your eye out because I have another one coming up. A lot of good stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and set it down. Yep. Give it a push. And let it dry. While that dries, I'm going to work on the eyes. The eyes. Okay, so we got that. The eyes. What am I gonna use for the eyes? Let's do our pencil here. Let me wipe this red up. I'm going in. And I'm just tracing them. And this is like her eyelid. And now she'll just need black in there. And then for her lips, I want to go in line them. All right, let me show you. Now, I think the gray is a little too dark for me, but I have to think because I need more glue here. What the heck happened? Because I don't know if I want it that dark, but I like it with the around the face. I don't know. That is going to have to be something I think about in a moment once I get this glued down a little bit better. I don't exactly know what I was doing there. Come on, just glue down. You can put glue on top too because it dries clear, so it's not going to affect anything. It's just that's being a little wiener. Okay, a little bit more. Because we don't want no wieners here. Okay, that will be good. That will be good. So I want to put a stamp. I don't know if I want to put believe or choose joy or enjoy your journey. I think I might do enjoy your journey. Now I got these in that delicious random act of kindness, and I like these leaves. Thinking about putting leaves in between here with green. I'm thinking about it, so I'm going to think about that a minute more. I am going to make my pupils in my eyes. And I'm just going to do dots like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of my acrylic pen marker. I'm going to highlight this because I think if I do this, it'll just give it a little more highlights. If you know what I mean. If it comes out, it must be getting empty. I'm just going to tap it. Tap, 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 tap. We're going to tap, tap, tap it out. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm going to kind of do, come on, baby, come out for mommy. And I emphasize this in the paintings, in all the paintings I do. I like to have that little white, I don't know, it just, I like it. I don't know. Do you have to like it? No, you don't have to like it. You shall don't. But that's going to help when, because I'm going to go over it again with just a little bit of the gray, but it's going to be a little bit lighter, if that makes any sense. I'm just going to use my finger. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to kind of blend it in there, even though it dries pretty fast. It's not going to bother me too much. And then a little bit on the tip of her nose. Yeah, it just brings a little bit. You know what else would be cool? Maybe I'll do it in my next one. I'll wait and I'll do it in my next one. Yeah, I just want that little bit of highlight in there. Just a little bit. Then I'm going to take this. She's like Elephant Girl. Come on, she's having a blast. All right, I do need a small brush because I do want to do those eyebrows a minute more. A little bit darker. Plus the hair here. See, I got a little bit of that on there. Strong eyebrows. Okay. Now I'm going to glue the hat on while everything else has a minute to dry. Grab my brush. How do I want it? Yeah, I'm going to put the paint on the back of this. Okay. It's alright if you get a little glue on the painting itself. It's going to dry clear. It's your decoupage. Decoupage. She's at a party. She has an elephant mask on. Hello. Don't we all wear masks? Yes, we do. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, now I'm going to outline these arms. And the face a little bit. Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Come on, dry. I'm going to do a little bit more down here. I'm not even paying attention to the time. Let me know how long this is going to be. I wonder if I should put this in fast speed. I didn't even think about it. I'm going to use the word believe. And I'm going to ink it up with black. I love doing the words and everything in black, but you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I keep looking for these because I want to get more of these. I can't remember where I got these with these words, and I love all these words, and I'm going to do a giveaway with them. Believe. Awesome. And I want to put, well, I could use, let me think. Let me think for a second. I don't think I have it here. Nope. But I am going to put on the top of the hat a delicious sticker crystal. Like that. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll hold it up in a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and trace this hat. A little bit, and then just a little bit of water. Clean water preferably. And kind of just run it. Just as a shadow. Just as a shadow. And give her some highlights in her eye. And highlights in her lips. And I want to write, I want to stamp rather, is what I should say. But I'd have to find my alphabet stamps. Where are they? I don't know. I will look. But what I'm going to write is believe in here yourself. That's what I'm going to write. That's what I'm going to print. And I think she's about done for me. I don't know. I think I'm going to add green. That's what I was going to do. Do I have a green? That's the question. A lot of pink, apparently. I like pink. Do I see green? Green, green, green. Nope, don't have green. That's a weird thing. Maybe I have it in my other one, but I'm not going to go over there and look for it. I'll do it later. But yeah, so I'm going to put believe in yourself, and then I want to stamp these around, these little leaves around in between kind of thing, and fill up that around thing. And I'm thrilled to death with it. Thrilled to death. And then you look so cute. So cute. Because that's what I want now. I want to put out words for people, you know, inspiration, and that's what I love putting in my paintings. I've been doing it like that for years, and I love it because if somebody buys it, I want them to, you know, look at it and be like, believe in yourself. You know what I mean? And be motivated. So, and loved and feel like a big hug. So that's what I'm excited about. So that's basically it. Like I said, I got a few little tweaks here and there that I'm going to do. I'm so glad you sat with me and watched all this. You guys are insane. I don't exactly know why, but I love it and I'm thankful, and that's why I keep doing it. So, as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And give me a thumbs up if you like sitting with me while I do artwork. Leave me down below your suggestions and all that kind of thing. And I hope you all have a great day. As always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. You guys are awesome. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.